Hey, love. How are you? Are you doing okay? You are? Are you sure? Okay, good. I did not have anything planned today, so I thought because I recently got some acrylic nails on, like the went to the place they put, yeah, that. I have been in love with just tapping on everything, like absolutely love it. Been obsessed. So I thought today I would just tap on some random things, see if they sound nice. Also, if you hear some snoring, that would be Mr. Bobo, who is right next to the mic, and I love him a little too much to kick him out. If you hear some creaking like this, or something like that, that means I have the mic on my desk, and I move around a lot, so I do apologize if you hear any other sounds. I have not quite mastered the way to get those out. I think I honestly just need a better recording system, because the one I'm using now is good and all, but it's not the best. But anyways, let's get started with some nice sounds. Okay, first we're just going to do some nail taps. I always love this sound. I used to hate ASMR, but then one night when I was having a really big panic attack, I just was like, dude, let's just look up some ASMR, and then I got lost. There are still some ASMR things I don't like I don't like people eating and chewing. Very little mouth sounds are okay for me. I like to get hard as well. But I do like nail taps. Like this. Love that. Absolutely love it. It's just, one, it's super fun to do. And two, it's just enjoyable. We'll do this for a little bit longer. I will be making some other audio soon. I know I made one and then disappeared for a little bit. I have some others recorded, but I would like to make a storyline one. I don't know, I'm running out of ideas. I had so many ideas, but I was I feel like that needs to be a story. So, my little poetic self inside is you need to make it a big story in reality. As long as I'm having fun, it doesn't really matter. Which is something we could all use in our life, is just, instead of, when you have something a hobby. For mine, one of my favorite hobbies is crocheting right now. Absolutely love it. Am I very good at it? No. But I'm having fun. Am I expected to be good at it? No. I literally know how to do 2 stitches. And I make those work. I made a scarf. Does it look good? Not really. Will I wear it? Maybe once or twice. But it's my first work. But I'm currently in the middle of making 2 different blankets. One is for my brother and sister-in-law. And then one of my brothers and sister-in-laws. I should say I have quite a couple siblings. And then one is for myself. And I'm about a little less than a quarter, maybe an eighth, honestly. maybe a sixth, or a fifth. I'll say a fifth. A fifth done with it. But, it kind of hurts my hands sometimes. And so I have these, compression gloves. But you can't wear compression gloves for too long, because then that hurts. So, I get stuck in these trances of crocheting that I'll just do them for 8 hours straight, forgetting to eat, drink, hydrate. No, I'll just forget everything. But I'm having fun while doing it. Something that I can do with minimal paying attention. But I guess the moral of the story, or little rant is that if you're gonna do something, you don't always have to be good at it. It just is something that's for, if it's a hobby, do it because you enjoy doing it, not necessarily because you're good at it. When I do, elaborate makeup looks when I'm really bored. Or just everyday things. I'm not necessarily great at it. And when I first started, I was not good at it. I didn't know what blending to the neck meant. I didn't know that my concealer shade needed to be lighter than my foundation. Now I just don't even wear foundation, but, it's all about having fun and learning while you're doing it. So, another example is I play Minecraft with a couple friends. Am I good at it? By all means, no. Not at all. Do I enjoy playing it? Yes, I quite do. I really do, actually. It's something that is stressful at times because creepers are like my kryptonite, but it's very, very fun. I guess we should move on from the nail tappies, and I know I've been like speaking throughout this entire thing, so I do apologize. I will continue speaking though, not just because I feel like I need to fill the silence, because that's one of them, but also it helps me feel like I'm talking to someone, and I'm talking to y'all, but like makes me feel like I'm talking to someone that's not just you. Like it's kind of therapeutic, I guess. Like the last audio I did was very therapeutic, and I recorded it like 3 times. But yes, if you do want a video of just like some of these, I guess, triggers, and not in the mean connotational way, but just like tingles, I guess, are these sounds, let me know. I will do a silent one with me no talking. If you want ones of just me talking again, I'll do that too. I'm currently creating a storyline, so we need a little bit of time for that. This next one is just me running my nails across from each other, which is very fun because I didn't think this would be like a sound that I actually like, but I do. Not all the time though, because sometimes it gets annoying. But yes, Bobo is just sleeping and snoozing away. He's such a baby. I love him. If you're wondering, my current profile picture on YouTube is of Bobo. Love him to death. His name is Bo, but I call him Bobo. I call him a lot of things. Mostly Babe, actually. I really do. I'm like, baby, it's just him. This one's kind of nice, but it's kind of loud. Okay, let's move on. Again, this is me just creaking the desk, so don't mind that. There is one that I don't know that a lot of people will like, but it's a candle we got, and it's like the serrated or indented like rim of it. This. I kind of like that. It's just hard to keep something going on it for a long time. It kind of feels funny to do with your nail though, because it like vibrates your hand. Then there's the top of the candle lid, which I don't know that I really like this one, but some people do. It's kind of fun drawing shapes. Even little scratch marks on it. And the tippity tops, of course. So much louder than this. But there's that, and then just the glass of it. I think sounds really nice. It's so funny watching like the audio record. It's just giant spikes of sound. I guess a mental check-in with me, if y'all care. I like personally I love when like audio artists or like even YouTubers give themselves like a mental check-in with like the fans or the community, because it makes it seem more like your friends, and not like in a like delusional way, but like in a just like, you know, like one of your favorite celebrities and you notice they're not doing necessarily good in like interviews or something, and not just like edits of interviews. Sometimes those get very over dramatized, but it's nice to know that like, you know, we're still human and we still have emotions. But mentally I'm doing okay. I kind of have been not getting a whole lot of sleep, and this is not something to like I'm trying to make people feel sorry for me. This is just like honestly for me. But it's just, I guess, nice to know that some people are still human. You know, sometimes we just get lost in, like, people don't think that, like, celebrities are people. Not that I'm a celebrity by any means, but, like, some people don't understand that more glorified people are, and again, this is not me saying I'm glorified, but just an understanding that we are all human. Unless you're not, that's cool. Tell me what you are, though, because that'd be kind of cool. I do have a friend who's a bear. They're very, very nice. And I have a friend who's an alien. They're hilarious. And then one of my best friends tells me that they are a reptile. And I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I'll lava them in any way, shape, or form. Because it's their personality that matters in the end. But mentally, anyways, getting back to my point. Mentally, I'm kind of here, kind of surviving. I'm not getting a whole bunch of sleep because I get nightmares very often, and I'd rather not sleep than have nightmares. And I actually got, like, longer sleep last night, but had a very bad nightmare. And sometimes they're not, like, I mean, I've had traumatic things happen to me in the past, so it's, like, sometimes it's those kind of nightmares, but most of the time it's just really messed up nightmares that sadly are pretty realistic. If they weren't realistic, I probably wouldn't care. Like, if there's a giant lizard man chasing me, I mean, I guess I'd be a little scared, but it's, like, realistic ones. I'm not gonna go into what it was, because I just don't really want to relive that. But they kind of make me scared to sleep, and I already have insomnia as it is, so it's hard for me to, like, sleep anyways, so when I do sleep, I like it to not be nightmares. I'm laughing, but it hurts. Totally kidding. Kind of. But, like, happiness-wise, I'm okay. You know, I wouldn't say I'm, like, the most happiest right now, but I recently dyed my hair, so the dopamine of that is still very, very real. But, I would say my day-to-day mood is kind of bleh. Kind of like, I'm here, I'm alive, would I rather be doing something else? Yes, like, I enjoy doing this, but, like, when I'm normally just, like, doing my regular day activities, it's kind of, like, sad, I guess. Not necessarily sad, but just, like, I would definitely rather be doing something else, I guess. It's another mental thing. I have chronic severe depression. So my depression's kind of bad, but also, sorry, but also I'm still here, so, like, I don't know. One of the things that, like, people often get, like, not saying that I'm completely suicidal, but, like, and this is going so deep, I'm so sorry, but a lot of things people don't get is with people who are necessarily, like, have suicidal tendencies, just because we have them doesn't mean we're gonna do that, because, like, personally, I'm lucky enough to have a lot of things keeping me here. Like, one is Bobo, who's a cutie, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up, he's a cutie patootie. And then I have some family members and a lot of friends that are, like, keeping me here. Like, I can't do that to them, you know? Because I know there'll at least be 1 to 2 people who would miss me. So, I stay. Not necessarily for me, but for them. Someday it will become I'm staying for me, and some days it feels like that, which is great, because that means I'm making progress. But you can't get mad at you going back to just staying for someone else. You have to remember that just because you go back a little bit, or you relapse sometimes, doesn't mean that you're not making progress. Relapsing and, like, stepping back and taking a break is part of the process and part of the progress you make. It's part of the journey. That took me a long time to realize, and sometimes still takes me time. I really hope you can, like, actually understand me. Oh, hi, Bobo. Big snore. Sometimes it takes a long time to, like, realize, and sometimes I'm still realizing that. And that's okay, because I'm still growing, I'm still learning. We grow and learn every single day. Luckily, we have that chance to do that. Yeah. Let's move on to, like, the next trigger, because this is kind of hurting my hands now. Just the little tippity tops kind of hurt. I'll leave that one. I have this, like, this is the sound, something like that. It's kind of like a, I don't know, it's like a ribbed cup with texture. I don't know. It's iridescent and it's like rainbow and I love it, and yeah. And I like the noises. This one I probably won't talk as much just because it's kind of hard to hear me. And I like to be heard. So let's just, yeah, give a couple minutes of this. It's actually soothing. And there's some ice in here, so we'll give a little twirl. I hope this doesn't all sound like atrocious. I guess I'll figure out when I listen to it, but honestly probably still send it out. If there's anything you do want to hear, or you have any ideas, let me know. Or you don't like certain things, let me know as well. And do not take it personal, unless you're like, I don't know, just abnormally rude. That's not very nice, don't do that to people. That was a little zip, sorry. The next one will be, I have this tin of markers, and I really like the actual like metal sound. I literally hope this sounds okay, at least. Again, this is my first time doing like ASMR like this, so if you don't like it, please let me know. I'm gonna get the little foam thing in here out, because it originally was all standing in like this foam, and I really like the sound of this foam. I really hope that doesn't sound like too terrible. Okay. Now I have the markers, and I think this will be loud, so I'm gonna scoot back a little bit and kind of like shuffle through them, if that makes sense, like with my hand. That's not the sound I want. Oh. And no, I'm not cutting this out, even though I'm gonna want to. It just... Again, this is just a random assortment of noises, including Bo. Some of these are like cool cats that make really kind of cool noises. And then some of them have little clickers that if that was really, really loud, I do apologize. I will say, like, I have ADHD myself, or ADD, and for, like, people like us who like to move around, the people who click their pins anxiously, like in school, never bothered me. Not that I did it a whole lot, but it literally never bothered me, just because I was like, yeah, no, I get that. This might be a little loud. Okay. I have these 1970s giant shears that I absolutely love, and I love the sound of them. I literally will sometimes just do this because it relaxes me. I really hope y'all feel the same about these because I love them. It would be a great, from what I'm hearing myself, not necessarily in the mic, but it would be a great, like, haircut ASMR, which might actually cover my hair. But I found them at an antique shop, and I love them. Put it back. Then I have a lot of forceps because I get them to change some of my harder piercings. I like the little those are always fun. Then I have these like retractable knives to help me practice knife throwing because I like them. That does not provide joy, in my opinion. Then I have some crystals I like to tap on. Kind of sounds very similar to the glass, but kind of is a more clear and sharp sound. I like them. I think that's going to be all for today. But I hope you enjoyed. And I hope, last minute taps on like everything, I hope that you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are, or middle of the day, you never know. And I love you all, and I will see you, or hear you, in the next audio.